What's going on, everybody? It's Cool Period. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video, 100 with Cool Period, man. So I'm making this video because I'm responding to a comment that I had on one of my videos that I posted, I think it was like a couple of days ago. So the thing is, man, the comment basically said, the video was about moissanite, and the comment said, hey, the reason you buy moissanite is because you can't afford diamonds. Just admit it to yourself. It's okay. So I just wanted to respond to that. And here's the thing, man. It's not about not being able to afford something. A lot of the things that we can go out and buy, we can buy it, but it doesn't necessarily mean that we should go and buy it. And that's basically how I view diamonds and stuff with jewelry. Because really, I view jewelry as a nice accessory. It looks nice, but it's not something that I want to spend a ton of money on. Like, it's not about being able to afford something or the ability to afford something. It's about the value you place on it sometimes. Now, there are other things I place more value on. So I'm willing to spend more money on those things. And jewelry is just, I like it. It looks nice, so I buy it and I wear it, as you can see. But it's not something that I place so much value on that I'm willing to just spend a ton of money on it. So the thing is like this, I'll give you a couple examples. The things that I do place a lot of value on is like where I lay my head. So late last year, November of last year, my wife sold a townhouse that we actually bought brand new back in 2018. And we sold it at the end of last year. And we moved into this home that we're in now in February of this year. The reason for the delay is, this house was still under construction because this is brand new as well. And we had to wait for it to be completed before we could move in. So the thing with this is the money, like, to make a down payment, and my wife and I wanted to come into this house and not have any other debt, so we paid a car off. The money between paying a car off and the down payment, was a significant amount, but we were still able to put plenty of money away from the sale of the previous home. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about. Like, you got to think about life. A lot of people want to talk about jewelry and, well, if you had this amount of money, you could buy this. And if you could do it, you would. It's not about proving anything to anybody. People in the comment section talk about jewelry, and some of them I don't even think have money to buy jewelry, but they want to talk about jewelry in the comment section and buying diamonds and all that. If you had the money, you would do it. The thing is, you talking about jewelry, I'm talking about real life. I got 2 kids in the other room in there, like my son in his room, my daughter in her room, brand new baby daughter, 10 weeks old. That's what I have going on. So I have other things to think about when it comes to spending money, managing money, and things like that. So there's other things that I value. I want to make sure that they have a nice, clean, safe place to grow up in. And that's why I was willing to spend more money to get this home. But when it comes to jewelry, this is just an accessory. This is just for a look. So why would I invest all these thousands of dollars in jewelry when I could be making sure that my kids have a nice place to stay? It doesn't make sense. And I feel like in this culture of flexing and having something to prove all the time and showing off all of your wealth on your body, wearing it on your body, I feel like that's taking a lot of people out of reality. Like, I'm talking about reality. I'm talking about real stuff, My son had a medical situation a couple years ago where he had to ride to the children's hospital in an ambulance. That ambulance ride cost me $1,000. And there's a lot of Americans that can't even take care of a $400 emergency. You see, this is when it gets real. That's real life right there. I was able to take care of that. But I was able to take care of it because I don't just go and wildly spend all of my money on stuff that I don't value so much. You see what I mean? So it's some people like to spend money. I'm one of those people that likes to check the accounts and like the fact that I have it. You know what I mean? I like that when I see that. So I would encourage all of you, especially the young folks coming up, like, don't have the same views on money as everybody. Because if you did, and you try to keep up with everybody else, people will have you broke. All right? You need to learn good money habits young. So when you start to get older, those money habits will already be so embedded, in your mind and in your practice and what you do on a day-to-day basis, that you won't stray away from it, and you'll always be doing the right things when it comes to your money. So I just want to encourage you in that, and just let you know to not let haters get to you, because the thing is, if I had the mindset that a lot of people have, when I see comments like that, that would make me want to go buy a piece of diamond jewelry just to prove somebody wrong. But the thing is, that's why a lot of people are broke right now. And we have a recession coming if we're not already in it. I think we're probably already in it. So if you have any extra money, just hold on to it. You don't have to go and spend all your money, especially when it comes to jewelry. It looks nice, it's cool, it's dope, but at the end of the day, it's for a look. It's to enhance your look, to enhance your outfit that you put on. It's not doing anything for your life. You see what I mean? If you save your money, that can do something for your life. You might have a catastrophic engine failure in your car and you might need to replace your car. That's cool. You can have the money to go and do that. That's a life thing. If you get sick or your spouse gets sick, kids, and you need to take care of something that's going to cost some money, you want to make sure you actually have some money there to pay for that. You see what I mean? I've even seen comments on videos that I've had previously and saying, well, you should just buy real gold, because if you buy real gold, hey, if you get in trouble financially, you can sell your gold and take care of the issue. No, if I want to take care of something, all I need to know is when the bank is open, because I'll go and get it and take care of it. You don't want to have to be in a position where you're so desperate to sell something just to be able to get the money to take care of something. Don't put yourself in that position. Don't spend your last dime on jewelry. It's not worth it. I have another example for you. I bought an old Camaro just because I like them. I've been driving cars like that all my life. I've owned several of them. But anyway, I bought one over the summer, and the guy that sold it to me had the car for sale for $3,000. I ended up taking it for $1,600 because he was in a spot where he really needed to sell it. So I told him, hey, I'll give you 17 for it. He said, bring 1,900 for it. I said, okay. So I rented a U-Haul and the trailer to carry the car and all of that stuff. And I drive up there and I'm looking at the car. I'm like, okay, I'm taking my time. And he's desperate. So he's like, you know what? 1,600. I take the car for 1,600 because he needed to sell it. So basically, people in the comment section are encouraging me to buy these gold chains or whatever and saying, well, if you get in trouble, you can just sell it. But sometimes when you're in trouble financially, you make hasty decisions that don't have your best interests at heart because you're desperate to make that sale. You see what I'm saying? Just like the car. I basically got the car for half off because the guy was desperate to sell it. That's what happens when you have money tied up in something and you don't have that actual cash there. Like, I'm talking real life here. So all you young people listening, I hope you're really listening because this is real life. This is stuff happens. And that's the way you got to look at it. Something's going to happen. Something's going to come up. You need to have money available to take care of it. This is for looks. You know, that's the only value you should put on jewelry. I feel like I'm preaching now and I'm really not trying to, but I understand. I'm a married man now. I have kids. I get it. So I can say this. You see what I'm saying? And I don't want anybody out there to think they should spend all their money on jewelry just because of what other people are saying. Don't listen to other people. Other people will have you broken. Honestly, other people don't even want to see you being successful. Other people don't want you to go any further than they are. So don't listen to these people. I'll give you another example. And I feel like this video is starting to run long, so I'll try to be short with this one. But I have a coworker, right? Or a former coworker. I actually got a promotion at the beginning of this year. So I still work for the same company, but I actually changed locations. And my friends at my former position, they threw me a little going away, get together. So we went to like a restaurant and then we went to a lounge after that. But anyway, one of the people I work with that came out that night, he was asking about a watch that I had on. And I had on a bust down cubic zirconia watch from Drip Talk Jewelry. It was like 50 something bucks I paid for it, I think. And he was asking me about it. And I gave him the website and everything. And a couple weeks ago, he hit me up and he was asking, "Hey, what's that website you gave me again?" I don't remember. I don't have it in my phone or whatever. So I gave him the website. And I also gave him the Harlem Bling website. That's where I got this from. Because like since that time, I started buying a lot of silver and stuff. I buy a lot of Harlem Bling jewelry. I started buying the moissanite and all that, which is a little more expensive. So I gave him that website just in case he wanted to get something like moissanite and step it up a little bit from this cubic zirconia. So he hit me back with a message and said, "Hey, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get something from the Drip Talk website." And the reason I'm bringing this up is I know this guy has a good job. I used to work with him. He has a good job. He has a nice house in a nice neighborhood. Guy drives a nice Mercedes. And he chose to buy cubic zirconia over moissanite. I know he could get diamonds if he wanted to. Now, he didn't even want to get the moissanite. He went to get the CZ watch or whatever jewelry he bought because he understands money and finances, and he understands that he needs to keep his money in his pocket. And this is a guy that lives in a nice house, owns a nice house in a nice neighborhood, drives a nice Mercedes. You see, it's not always about spending what you can spend. Sometimes it's just about being smart enough to not spend that money. So this video is starting to run a little bit too long. So I just wanted to put that out there and say that and encourage all of you young people out there, especially, don't spend all your money on this stuff. At the end of the day, it's for a look. You will be a lot happier with yourself years from now if you use the money to either just save, have it as, some emergency money, start a business with it. do something constructive with your money. You know, you might even have enough money saved up for a down payment on a home. You buy a house, you build equity in it, years later you sell it and you make money off of it. Don't miss out on opportunities like that because you want to wear real diamonds. So with that said, man, that's the end of this video. Check out the other videos on this channel. Um, check out my other channel where I drop my music. Comment, like, subscribe on that channel. Comment, like, subscribe right here. Let me know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section. And with that said, man, I will catch you in the next video. I'm out. Cheers. Peace.